such a good passer with the ball, looking Rodgers. I mean, when he left Tottenham, he was a good player, wasn't he? But he's turned into a superb player. Really has. One of the first names in the tape sheet for Zidane in there. Cisco's playing behind Benzema. You know, Bale on the left, Lucas Vazquez on the right. And a lot of talk at Real Madrid, or around Real Madrid, John, is when everyone's fit, is it going to be Bale or Isco? The season starts. Two different players, probably two different formations to get them in, but it's a little headache after the way Isco played last season.
This is Isco. This was asked by the no-nonsense figure of Fellaini. Head of Real Madrid in terms of matches played pre-season, not least because the Premier League starts a week before La Liga. Manchester United's first game 3 weeks today at Old Trafford against West Ham United. Which will mean a reunion for Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, who joined the Hammers last week.
Yeah, West Ham seem to have made some better moves at the start of this season than they did last. I think they got left behind last season. Joe Hart's got there as well. So he needs another one. He needs to get his career going again.
Benzema. Bale. Benzema aiming to get it back to Bale a second time. Gross was in the referee's hand. Isco, Benzema. All alone really. There's Andres Pereira. He was let off the hook by the foul by Bale. Was the talk of Gareth Bale to Manchester United at some stage?
Yeah. I think he's been quoted as saying he was happy in Madrid. Why wouldn't you be? I mean, he's thinking to himself, you know, I got a good pre-season, which has already started in earnest. First game today for Bale in Madrid. But I get a good pre-season, I get an injury-free season, I can be a powerful player for them again. I mean, let's not forget how successful he's been in his time at Madrid. Yes, he's had some stick off the fans, there's been ups and downs. But he's came through it. The weather's lovely in Madrid. He's probably got a swimming pool at his villa. What else does he want?
There's no probably about that.
It's probably raining in Manchester.
Again, no probably about that either.
So yeah, I think that's wonderful. All the time, I think.
Martial. There is a young player who needs a good season to convince Mourinho.
Is he going to be here though? Is he going to be in the red shirt, or are they going to loan him out? I mean, I don't know, he just seems very indecisive to me. I don't see him using that pace often enough. Very hesitant. Maybe it's a lack of confidence. That lad's still 21, still time.
It's just a lone move to Bundesliga side Wolfsburg is being considered. Is Isco. Now Marcelo. Bailly, who slid in front of his own goalkeeper Romero. Modric to Kroos. Marcelo. Bale, who is very much onside.
So I'm looking across at the stand, the beautiful big stand across from us. What are people walking about? See, up there, John?
Yep.
They're either coming in late or they're heading for the refreshments. They're not watching the game. One of the two.
Damian. This International Champions Cup match is presented by Heineken. Open your world. Enjoy responsibly. Against Fosu Mensah. To it. Difficult to make judgments at the stage of pre-season, Craig, but one of the criticisms of Manchester United, despite the trophies they won last year, was the anodyne brand of football that they played. 15 draws in the Premier League. They're only the 8th highest scorers in Premier League competition. Fortunately, they had the second tightest defence, so they sort of got away with it, but they weren't great to watch.
At times. Wasn't quite in the Van Gaal standard of not great to watch. But you know, some would say it wasn't much better. I thought at times they played some good stuff. But you're right. I don't think that will work for the second season. And I expect them, United, I expect them to be going into the season expecting to win the title. I do. Because I don't think the Premier League teams are anywhere near as good as they've been in years gone by. You spend that amount of money, John, and you can talk about probably 3 or 4 teams in the Premier League, then it should be, the ambition should be to win it. None of this, oh, if we get in the top 4 places, which gets penned on a regular basis.
Rashford. Matteo Damian. It's the Frenchman Varane. Marcelo. Clumsy foul.
It was clumsy. What a mismatch. That was Mr. Clumsy not before, wasn't it?
It was.
One for any.
Madrid retreat to their base in Los Angeles. They play Manchester City at the Coliseum on Wednesday. Same day, Manchester United in action at FedEx Field against Barcelona. Rashford. Andres Pereira. 21. Brazilian youth international, but born in Belgium, where his father was a professional player for Mechelen. Throws for Real Madrid. Effectively marked by Fosu Mensah.
looked sticky. They were watching it earlier. Just the ball's not quite rolling away. Players would like. It's sticking under the feet a little bit.
It's the first of two big games to be staged at Levi's Stadium this week. Wednesday night, the Gold Cup final. The States qualifying for that with their semi-final victory yesterday. Marcelo.
Yeah, there's a lot of US men's national team fans at the bar in our hotel last night, John. We were not there ourselves, we were merely in the background.
Well, it's part of our preparatory routine, wasn't it, for the game, Craig? Something the pre-match atmosphere, gauging the feeling. So far, victories over MLS teams LA Galaxy and Real Salt Lake. 2-0 win in the Manchester Derby over City. Andres Pereira, Fellaini again.
Yeah, Rashford wanted that drilled straight across the 6-yard box. Not Fellaini's strength, getting into wide areas. Trying to deliver something of quality at the box, it's just not his game.
Martial. And Modric. Vasquez, Isco. Marcelo brushed away from the path of the ball by Eric Bailly. I think we're going to have a hydration break at this stage.
What, you and I?
Well, we can if you wish, but they certainly are. I suppose gives us the opportunity as well, but it is a warm all day, as you can see.
Yeah, we really don't think it matters too much. Sometimes if it's spot or not, you should have a water break anyway.
Your attention, please. Due to the high temperature,
the defending here from Bailly, strong. Just gets his shoulder across.
the referee has indicated that a clean break will begin. The break will last up to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Upcoming matches on ESPN include from the International Champions Cup, Tottenham against Roma on Tuesday at 8 Eastern. On Wednesday, Barcelona Manchester United from FedEx Field. Also PSG against Juve, that's on ESPN News. And then Manchester City Real Madrid is the later game on Wednesday. That is on this network on ESPN. What a sight, Levi's Stadium on a day such as this, only 3 years old. 68,500 capacity. Place that cost over $1 billion to construct. The home of the 49ers, and what's lesser known was that the first ever sporting event was a game of this code of football, an MLS fixture in August 2014 opened up proceedings here between the local team San Jose Earthquakes and the Seattle Sounders. It was also the stage on which Chile thumped Mexico 7-0 in the quarter-final of the Copa America Centenario last season. But enough about the surroundings. What about these players, these teams, these coaches, have we seen enough to form any sort of conclusions or suggest what they might be learning from this exercise yet?
I mean, for Real Madrid today, with the experienced team he's got out, it's just purely a fitness exercise for them. I think United have got more conundrums. When you think about it, there's 3 weeks, I think there's 3 weeks to they kick their Premier League season off. Who's the partnership at the back going to be? Is it a back four? And if so, I would imagine it's Bailly and Lindelof.
Yes.
But I don't think they've played together yet. I mean, I can't remember all the 4 games. They might have done it for a little period of the game. But I would want to start working at partnerships. Now, I know you can't play every game, especially not pre-season, because you've got to be careful of injuries. But, you know, so stuff like that we'll be looking at. Getting my back line worked on, getting a relationship with Lukaku. He had a very good game in Houston against Man City. So I think from United's perspective, there is much more to learn. Not just today, but over the course of pre-season for Mourinho, more so than Zinedine Zidane, because they're way ahead.
Well, this is the 4th of 8 pre-season fixtures, if we include the European Super Cup for Manchester United. So there are forthcoming opportunities for those partnerships, those combinations to be established. Madrid played their opening game in La Liga 4 weeks today. The Riazor against Deportivo La Coruña.
Just thinking that's another 4 weeks of pre-season training.
You were never a great fan, were you?
Well, I didn't know anybody that was. And to run, to try and get fit, it's horrible.
So a professional athlete was being forced to run and try to get fit. Are you serious, Craig?
It's 100%. Try it.
Sergio Romero with the ball, the man who played in the Europa League final in goal for Manchester United. Mourinho has been hinting that De Gea is not perhaps the shoe-in as the starting goalkeeper in the Premier League, but he has been in recent seasons, with Romero having now signed a new 4-year contract. It's time for Own the Save, brought to you by Ally. Goalkeeper David De Gea in his 7th season. Sergio Romero has been a bit-part player, but threatens to become centre stage. Here's Benzema. Referee unimpressed.
Well, I'll tell you, David De Gea will be owning the save this season because he will be playing, right? So you can cut out that. Romero might play. Yeah, of course he will. He'll play if De Gea is injured. I'll give you that.
And you think De Gea will stay at Manchester United for now, do you?
I do. I think the Real Madrid move will probably happen, but I don't think what will happen this summer.
Herrera.
Nice.
Marcelo.
Looked at me as if he'd be offside there. Benzema. Flag didn't go up.
Modric is a picture of beautiful balance. Now Toni Kroos. Varane. A shake-up on the centre-back front for Real Madrid, with Pepe leaving after 10 seasons. He's got Besiktas. Sergio Ramos will be a starter when the season begins in earnest. He's being rested today. The absence of both Ramos and Pepe means a quiet afternoon for the referee. Scott now awarding a free kick to Real Madrid.
That Ramos-Varane partnership, especially in the Champions League final, was excellent. Rafael Varane, he's got to be the quickest centre-back that I've seen for a long, long time. He is lightning quick. I haven't seen anybody outburn.
Kroos. That's off the head of Fosu Mensah and then that of Darmian. Luka Modric. Next Saturday, an important MLS game on ESPN as the LA Galaxy welcome the Seattle Sounders to the StubHub Center. Match begins 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on ESPN. It'll also be broadcast in Spanish on ESPN2. The Galaxy with just one home victory all season long. Major League Soccer presented by Audi, also streaming live on the ESPN app. Gross. The adventurous Carvajal. Ultimately, a goal kick. Now Madrid's squad, talking of potential transfers in and out, of course, has shrunk since they arrived in the United States 10 days ago, because they've actually sold 2 players while they've been here. Alvaro Morata to Chelsea, and then this morning confirmation that Danilo has signed for Manchester City for just over 30 million euros.
30 million euros to City, and they've just brought in a right back for 50 million sterling. $60 million. I mean, where are we all going to play? There's Fabio Contrao's left the club as well now. You mentioned Pepe, Morata to Chelsea. And Zidane has mentioned that in his press conferences that he has got a fantastic squad, but he's lost 1 or 2 that could be key to the squad and come off the bench. So I think he is keen, and he will be keen to add it, especially another front man.
They've raised a profit of 90 million euros on deals in and out so far this summer, so as always there are funds available. This time the funds are largely self-generated through sales. Martial. Isco. Does Vasquez only pick out Carrick?
Small when you see him redirected. That's right.
It's Rashford central. It's Nacho. And Fosu Mensah. Sure, that was the option.
You see what he did there? Martial, he cut back inside on his right foot, right, and he allowed the defence to get back in. Instead of getting that breakaway out of his feet 10 yards and running onto it and backing the defender up one-on-one, he didn't do it. And that's what I think he was saying to him.
Gareth Bale. Benzema calling for it. And the fact he didn't receive it was entirely down to Phil Jones.
Glances at the assistant referee on the far side for an offside there. No flag going up. Certainly looked close.
Modric. Cross. 12 times champions of Europe. The duodecima completed 50 days ago in Cardiff, South Wales, victory over Juve. This time the flag is raised.
It's not diagonal from Cruz. Looking for the flag to go up. It wasn't forthcoming. It was good defending, I think, here from Jones.
We're watching and hopefully enjoying the International Champions Cup, presented by Heineken.
Pre-season in California, as a player. Doesn't get any better, does it?
Where did you usually spend the majority of your pre-seasons?
Aberystwyth, South Wales. Look it up in Google. And the University Dome. That was the time.
Highest annual average rainfall in the British Isles.
Is that right?
Here's Jesse Lingard from Manchester United. And Lingard firing, but firing wide. Scored on this ground 2 years ago against Barcelona.
Yeah, good little run here from Rashford just to take the defender away. He was an option if Lingard had chosen to slip that ball down the right-hand channel, but I think if I'm being honest, I think it was the right option because it just opened up in front of him. He really should hit the target. There's the run from Rashford just to the right-hand side.
Zinedine Zidane, you can spot down there on the touchline, has watched the entirety of this first half, largely with his hands in his pocket, hiding beneath a huge baseball cap. Whilst Mourinho, his opposite number, has sat squarely in his seat throughout. Rashford. The younger generation of English strikers is the most glittering potential star at the moment, if you accept that Harry Kane in striker terms is perhaps a generation ahead of him. Isco, Modric, clever, Lucas Vazquez, flag up for offside, and Phil Jones got the better of him anyway.
Well, it was a late flag, but it certainly looked, and it won't be the first time today that a Real Madrid player has looked to me as if he's been at least a yard offside. Good pace from Jones.
Well, many in reserve for Real Madrid. Coming up on the Ally half-time report, an exclusive conversation with a man that no one else has managed to track down recently, Real Madrid's Cristiano Ronaldo, currently on a promotional tour in China. Our own Marty Smith managed to find him and talk to him one-on-one, an exclusive interview you can enjoy with us during half-time here. Here's a chap. Time off at the moment, in part because he played through the Confed Cup with Portugal. Vazquez, and Benzema, Isco, Modric, looking out for Danny Carvajal. Modric again, not making Fellaini. Put away by Eric Bailly.
Well, it's not half-time yet, but Fellaini went for the half-time burger there, I'm afraid. Get some ketchup on it as well when you're there. Modric just skip past it. Fabulous skill.
Gross. Put by Fosu Mensah to Marcelo. And touch behind by Tim Fosu Mensah, the young Dutchman. Just coming back to Cristiano Ronaldo after his visit to China. He's then due in court the last day of July to answer charges in a tax fraud case. He has to appear in person. The question is, will he make a fleeting appearance at Hard Rock Stadium in 6 days' time when we have the Miami Classico in the International Champions Cup? Free kick awarded against Benzema.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated 3 minutes of added time to the first half.
Don't think anybody heard that, did they?
Fellaini. Anthony Martial. Martial to Lingard. Jesse Lingard, a scorer at Levi's Stadium for the second time in his brief career. And he's done that double. First against Barcelona, and now against the European champions, Real Madrid.
John, how many times in the first half have I said about Martial, I want to see him being direct, I want to see him running at defenders, I want to see him using his pace, I don't want to see him cut back in that right foot and deliver a ball into the box, because this is what we've had fleeting glimpses of in his early career at Manchester United when he arrived from Monaco. And that's what Mourinho wants to see from him, because when he does it, he's a handful. He's got quick feet, he's fast, and he's a clever player. Okay, it wasn't good defending, but he's making people make mistakes. That is what Martial needs to be doing.
Well, Jesse Lingard inscribes his name on the score sheet, but a big assist from Anthony Martial. And Manchester United have their noses in front.
I mean, if it was a proper game, i.e. big European game, Zidane would have an absolute fit at that defending. But it's not. Let's look at the case for the young Frenchman. That's him in a nutshell.
Carrick. It's going to be a corner.
Remember when he first came into Man United, Martial, the first few league games, everybody was off their seat.
Yes.
At Old Trafford, he was willing at people, step overs, and dropping the shoulder. Got to do it, son. You're on the big stage now.
Gross with this. And Gross again. And Bale. Still in play with Benzema. Blanco raised on the far side, so what follows is academic. And Marcelo is denied what would have been his 5th ICC career goal. Not gone down well with the Real Madrid portion of the crowd.
Yeah, I don't think he's off initially, but from the little flicked header from Gareth Bale, that just triggered it.
That brings us to half-time here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Entertaining first half, illuminated late on by the shuffle and shimmy of Martial and the close-range finish of Jesse Lingard. Coming up very shortly, we'll be with CR7 exclusively with Marty Smith in China. But at half-time here is Madrid 0, Manchester United 1.
Heineken is served in 192 countries. It's world famous. Like me. It happens all the time. Enjoyed in 192 countries. There's more behind the star.
Around the world, around the clock, in defense of all we hold dear back home. Learn more at Navy.com.
And most Jared Galleria of jewelry stores.
I enjoy the fresher things in life. Fresh towels, fresh soaps, and of course, TripAdvisor's freshest, lowest prices. So, if you're anything like me, you'll want to check TripAdvisor. We now instantly compare prices from over 200 booking sites to find you the lowest price on the hotel you want. Go on, try something fresh. TripAdvisor, the latest reviews, the lowest prices.
The grandest slam in the world, in the greatest city in the world. Come on. Only in New York. Don't miss out at the event of the summer, the 2017 US Open. Get your tickets today.
The worst part about moving, other than moving, downgrading your internet, since CenturyLink doesn't offer the fastest speeds in every part of town. With Cox, you get access to the same fast internet speeds everywhere, no matter where you live. With CenturyLink, we're putting everything in their hands. Is that the kind of internet service you want?
Cox offers speed options up to 300 megs of the same fast speeds everywhere you move. CenturyLink just doesn't stack up. Visit Cox.com/challenge to learn more.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. I'm talking about Surprise Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, where getting surprised is easy. With a massive selection, the biggest savings and invoices posted right on the showroom wall. And during the summer clearance event, get closeout prices on remaining 2016 Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram vehicles. But time is running out. These massive savings will not last. It's that easy to get surprised. Get surprisedaz.com. Surprise Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, a Larry H. Miller dealership. Driven by you.
Welcome to the halftime report presented by Ally. Do it right. Cristiano Ronaldo has got the better of a fair few defensive walls in his time, but not this one. He's in China right now on an individual promotional tour. And ESPN's Marty Smith sat down with the man who is arguably the world's most recognisable sports star.
As human beings, we're driven a lot of times by other human beings. What other player or players make you the best you?
That's a good question. To mention one, it's hard, but you know, the level that I am is like in other sports, Formula 1, NBA. The best players always follow the best players. They want to be in the top of the game because the other ones, they are there. You know, you cannot rest or sleep because the other one can pass you. Of course, we fight with everyone. With Neymar, with Messi, with Lewandowski, with Higuain, you know, with the top of the best players in the world. So, I mean, this is not fighting, but it's hard, it's healthy. You know, comparisons is healthy, and we fight, you know, to be the best. This is why it's my main point, it's my motivation, it's to be better than them, year after year.
What makes you feel fulfilled?
In the football or in everything? All of it.
I care more about the man than I do the game. So what makes you feel fulfilled?
I speak with I was yesterday with Peter Lim, and you know, the owner of Valencia, and he said to me, Cristiano, the most important thing, I knew it, and everyone knows that. And he said, Cristiano, we have money, we have everything, we have fame. And he said, I have millions and billions, but the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world. Apart of that, of course, you have your life, your private life, you have your girlfriend, you have your cars, your houses, your fame. But in the beginning, your family is always with you, for the good moments and for the bad moments.
A lot of people depend on you, whether that's family, guys that work for you, your children, your team, everybody.
The press.
The press, yes, the press.
They put in news about me to sell papers, that's normal.
Does that happen a lot?
I'm joking, but in the same fact, it's true. But I know I depend on many people. But to be honest, if you're thinking too much about that, you lost your focus, which is the most important. You know, my focus is to be a good man and to do my job properly. So this is what I'm trying to do. I know many people depend on me, but this is the other side of me. I try to don't focus on that, because it's important, but for me it's not the most important.
Cristiano Ronaldo's presence certainly being missed by Real Madrid at the moment. They trail to a Jesse Lingard goal here at Levi Stadium. Change is expected for the second half, and Californian cause for concern for European champions. This ICC halftime report is presented by Ally. Do it right.
Iko aje? Iko aje? Mimi imeniharibia kwa njia. Nilikuwa nikiwatch nikaona nimejifanya tu who scored? Huh?
Lingard.
Around the world, around the clock.
Ah! Fuck!
Learn more at baby.com.
Man! Unafanya nini?
Nigga.